Civilized Country Podcast, your backyard for sports, entertainment, and real life issues. This is your educated country host, Mr. Jason. And do me a favor out there, ladies and gents. Kick back, recline in your lazy boy, your favorite chair, whatever you got, and just vibe with us while we ride these country streets. All right, now we always civil, we always country. All right, let's go. All right, man, we're back at it again. All right, before we even keep going, do me a favor out there, guys. Hit that like thumb button out there. All right, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me too. All right, I appreciate y'all. Okay, all right, man, we're back at it again. All right, we know the NFL is back. The NFL is back. Yep, the NFL is running things. But I tell you what, before we even talk about the NFL, we've got to give an honorable shout out to my Atlanta Braves. Yep, your world champion Atlanta Braves, right? I think these guys are on an 8-game win streak. They are now the sole owner of first place, all right, in the NL East, the National League East, right? Good stuff, Braves. Gonna bring us two. Let's go back to back. Let's go back to back out there. All right. So you know we Atlanta everything. All right. So obviously this is week 1. It's an exciting week. You know what I'm saying? All NFL fans everywhere. You can see I'm geared up. I'm ready to go. Yep. All the time. Dirty words. All right. We play with the Falcons. All right. So yeah. So you know what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna definitely talk about the Falcons. And we're gonna speak on the NFL. We're gonna speak on the NFL. All right. So let's kind of hit some of the headlines that's going on in the NFL. All right. So y'all know they suspended Deshaun Watson. Right? They suspended Deshaun Watson. I think he got 11 games, something like that. They suspended him, and you know, I don't know. I tell you this much, all right? They didn't do the same thing to Big Ben. Regardless of, I had my own feelings about Deshaun, right? I'm not ready to retract them, but at the same time, I'm starting to feel some type of way about how this was handled as opposed to other issues similarly of the same nature, you know, by other players that may have shared a different skin complexion. You know, okay, you know, like I'm just trying to talk this political talk. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You know, this didn't happen to Big Ben. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it happened twice to Big Ben. I don't think Deshaun ever had no track record of doing anything like this. Big Ben did it once, and they said, you know what? Don't even worry about it, Big Ben. We ain't gonna suspend your body. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. Then it happened again. Now it's like, okay, my hands are tied. I gotta do something. The world's watching, dog, about how I handle this situation. All right. So let's go ahead and suspend the 6 games. Big Ben just came like, no. We don't like them 6 games, man. We don't want 6 games. All right. Can you do 4 for me, man? You gotta do 4. I can't do any better than 4, Ben. Ben like, I take the 4. Yeah, so I'm starting to come on back around on how my feelings about what's going on with Mr. Watson. Not to say that he is not still a weirdo, and that his actions were not appropriate, because obviously whatever he did, there was some inappropriateness in there. But it went as criminal case. But he's losing the civil, which is the money. But the criminal, yeah. Anyway, we ain't gonna harp on that right now. Anyway, y'all see Lamar Jackson out there. Lamar Jackson said that his deadline was Friday. Now Friday has come and gone. All right. So basically, he cut off all contract talks. There's no more contract talks for Mr. Lamar Jackson. So Lamar said, I'm gonna play raw. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just gonna bet on myself. he ain't getting paid, but at the same time, he don't have no guaranteed contract right now, or any contract whatsoever. So I guess he's saying, hey, if I make it out this season, you know what I'm saying, till next March, when we got to renegotiate again and open it up again, I'm busting y'all upside the head for my paper. And you know, Lamar, like, well, I mean, about playing this season, it's like, man, anything can happen any year, which is real, right? That's real. That's a true statement. It's almost like, I remember a quote by the great Al Pacino, right, in the movie Heat. He was like, man, you can get killed by walking your doggy. Which is true, right? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Pretty much what Al Pacino was trying to say. You get murked while you walking your dog, dude. So I feel what Mr. Jackson's saying. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, it's been tough to turn down them $200-some million contract, even though it ain't fully guaranteed, but at the same time, you know, different mindset, different occupation, right? So I'm sure that he probably is doing what he feels is, you know, right for him and his family. I feel more power to you. I hope everything works out for you, sir. All right, and my homeboy out there, Georgia Tech. All right, Mr. Waller, Oakland Raiders tight end. All right, he just extended his contract for another 3 years. I believe that's gonna be for an extra $51 million on top of what he was already due. He had 2 years left on his contract. He extended it another 3, so now he locked in for 5. And I think that was an extra $51 million in new money for him. Georgia Tech, that's what's up. Now this may come as not be a popular opinion among my fellow Georgians. You know, I'm a Bulldog fan. I mean, Bulldogs are cool, but I'm more of a G-Tech guy. I understand that we don't like G-Tech because of what they represent. They known as the uppity, you know what I'm saying, boys, or they don't nobody really mess with them, you know what I'm saying. They got these high academic requirements and everything, and it's like they like mayonnaise and they all vanilla. I get that, right? Here's my thing. Man, they right down the street, dog. They right down the street. They still in Atlanta. They in the heart of Atlanta. What you mean to tell me I'm gonna jump over there to ask? I mean, I like the Bulldogs now. Don't get me wrong, I love red and black. You see these colors, they the same colors. I like the Bulldogs. They cool. But I like Tech a little bit more. Even though we suck. Even though we suck. You know what I'm saying? Since the great Calvin Johnson used to go there, even when he was going there, we was better. We was still winning ACC championships. You know what I'm saying? And no, the popular belief, Paul Johnson was not his head coach. All right, it was Chan Gailey. Okay, Chan Gailey. He was the head coach. Y'all remember? We had Reggie Ball. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember him? Y'all remember Tashard Choice? Like them cats? I don't know if you remember them in that. But yeah, Chan Gailey was the head coach when the Calvin Johnson years. Anyway, pivoting on from that. All right, man. So this is what we would call for my Dirty Birds. All right, we're gonna kind of focus on the Dirty Birds. If you guys not Dirty Bird fans, then hopefully you still choose to listen so that you can kind of immerse yourself what's going on down here. All right. Now we appreciate you listening. Thanks for joining. Okay, Falcons versus Saints. What makes this rivalry so great? I believe both of these franchises came in the league around the same time. You know, I think Falcons came in 1966, and the Saints came in somewhere close around that range too. You know, somewhere around there. And here's what really kicks off. Here's what makes it different from Green Bay and Chicago, or Dallas and Washington. You know what I'm saying? All any of them NFC East teams. You know what I mean? What makes it different is that these are two black cities, man. These are two primarily African American, well, black cities, right? And we be going at it. We be going at it. We be going at it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes this rivalry so great. All right. That's why the national media, you're like, oh, yeah, they do have a rivalry down there in Atlanta and in New Orleans. Yeah. Yeah, we sure do. We sure do. This is one of the best as far as we're concerned, because it's all ours, right? This is our rivalry. You know, the other rivalries and everything feel like you almost were kind of being indoctrinated into theirs. But this one right here, this one feels like our rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Because we black, dog. Black people like this rivalry right here, okay? So if you don't get up about Falcons and Saints, then you ain't really got a pulse. Either you ain't from these cities, or the surrounding cities, or from the South. You from the South, man. You know about this, right? But anyway, man. So, all right. So for starters, let's kind of break it down. Let's break it down real quick. All right. So the Falcons and the Saints. So we know, obviously, right now, the Falcons have been depleted. Right, as far as the roster goes, since we started kind of our rebuild, right? We started to rebuild after we lost Julio. Julio kind of asked for a trade. We gave him what he was asking for. You know what I'm saying? He went on down the road, Julio, and then I'm still a Julio fan. I mean, I wish nothing but the best for Julio, but you know, kind of messed up how he got out of here. But anyway. You know what I'm saying? Small thing to a giant. We got to move on. Anyway, so Julio went on down to Tennessee. I think we got a second round pick for Julio. I think that was absolutely phenomenal against Will. He is one of the best wide receivers in the game. But we got a second round pick for an aging receiver. So that was pretty doggone good. You know what I'm saying? From a general manager standpoint, or a franchise standpoint, to get a second round pick. He went down to Tennessee. Didn't really do much, nothing. Right? And he ends up getting released, right? And then where does he go? He decides to link up with our arch nemesis. You know what I'm saying? If I hear anything else about 28-3, man, I'm gonna pow somebody. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, man, he went down there to Brady and them. He say, hey man, you can't beat him, join him. Okay. So cool. You know what I mean? I guess it's cool. Like, how do we feel about that, man? How y'all feel about Julio as a Falcon fan going down there to the enemy? I don't know. I mean, you get a chip however you can. I mean, I ain't mad at Julio out there, you know. Hope you get a chip, bro. But damn, you had to go to him? I guess so. Anyway. So of course, all right, so we have a more depleted roster, right? So now you look at New Orleans, right? New Orleans roster, right? So who they got? They got Famous James, right? Who honestly, I feel like the New Orleans Saints is a perfect fit for him. You know, like luckily he got to be coached by Sean Payton, or lucky for them. You know what I mean? He got to be coached by Sean Payton before he got out the door. I think that probably helped him out tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he just needed to be coached up, like honestly. And I think he had a good coach with Sean Payton. The jury's still out on the Dennis Allen guy, you know what I mean? But I mean, he came from the same system, so I'm sure it's going to be very similar to how it was when Sean Payton was there, right? But you know, okay, Famous James Winston, you know, and then they picked up the rookie. I think Chris Ole. Forgive me if I messed his name up. You know, and he's supposed to be a headhunter. He's supposed to be pretty good. Right. We know they picked up Jarvis Landry in free agency. It's like, dang, they got Jarvis Landry? Yeah, that's what Landry's at. No, he's in New Orleans. Yeah. And then Michael Thomas is coming back from injury. Well, they got some stuff. Oh. Then they got Alvin Kamara. All right. Who's a Georgia boy, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But then they got Alvin Kamara, right? And yeah, they skilled players. looking very good out there. All right, we gotta keep it 100. They skilled players look good. You know what I'm saying? Then they got a pretty good defense. Cam Jordan has been messing us up for years when Matt Ryan was here, right? Something about Cam Jordan. He just seems to sack us as soon as he got dang hits the field. Sack. I don't know what it is. But anyway, man, forget that. Now, you know what I'm saying? We got, who we got now? We got Pitts. Now be honest, bro. If there's Falcon fans out there listening, which I know y'all listening to me, right? Like, how y'all feel about Pitts now? We feel pretty good about him now, right? He look like he's gonna be one of the best players out there. He probably, well, I'm sure arguably soon will be probably the best tight end in the league. We feel okay about this pick now? I know a lot of people on the fence, like, oh, we wanted Justin Fields, oh, we wanted Trey Lance, whoever the case may be. But honestly, are we mad at this pick? This is second year. I guess we gotta see what he's gonna do, but I think he's gonna be just fine. I think he's headed towards a Hall of Fame career. Just the way it looks. All right. Okay, so now we got boy Drake London out of USC. Like, we only got to see him for one pass in the preseason, then he got hurt. But that one pass, that one catch, looked pretty damn good. But the injury didn't look good. So hopefully everything cool. I believe he went through practice today. He had sat out the entire preseason after the injury, right? And he went through practice today, which is an indication that he should be playing tomorrow. All right. We look forward to seeing how Mr. London looks out there. I think he's gonna be a good receiver. Kind of reminds me of a Mike Evans type look. You know, I say that without really getting to see his full complement of skill set, but it looks like even just from looking at him in college, that's who he reminds me of. That's the first person that comes to mind. It's like a Mike Evans, right? All right, cool. Now, so those are some of my skill players. Now, you know, we got the halfbacks, Cordell Patterson. We picked up Damian Williams. We got Tyler Algier, the rookie out of BYU. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Hopefully, man, we shot the word. But you know what, though? Honestly, I think that our head coach, Arthur Smith, the offensive mind, right, is the better coach than Dennis Allen. Now, true enough, Dennis Allen, this is his first year as the New Orleans Saints head coach. So he's never had an opportunity to be the head coach for an entire year. He has filled in as head coach before. So it's not like he's completely blind to it. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the Saints organization for quite some time. But even with that being said, I feel like our head coach is the best head coach. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he is an offensive coordinator, an offensive mind that's able to make a lot of different play calls out there that will easily confuse our competition. You know, I feel like we got a good head coach in Arkansas. You know, well, how y'all feel out there, Falcon fans, man? But I think Arthur Smith is solid. And then he's the son of one of the CEOs or one of the CEOs of what is it? FedEx, right? And I guess he said, you know what? I need to make my own name out here. I'm gonna make my own name, so I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, do this football thing, head coach thing. So that's a hell of a thing to do. Like, be like, wait, I think I'm gonna pivot from what I'm doing or what I was gonna do in my career. I'm gonna be a head coach. Not too many people can say they can do that type of pivot, right? But see, Arthur Smith can do it apparently. So that's cool. But yeah, man, so I look forward to seeing this game. You know, most of the national media, they don't expect us to do much of anything this year. They expect us to get beat down and have like one of the top 3 picks in the NFL draft next year. Honestly, I mean, I know I'm a homer. Yeah, I am. That's what I am. Call me Homer J. Simpson. I'm a homer. Yeah. But I honestly do not feel that we're going to be as bad as the national media feels like we're going to be. I think that we're going to be one of the better teams. Let's see, we won 7 games last year, and that was with Matt Ryan. Oh yeah, sorry, Matt. I forgot to mention your journey. Okay, so I talked about Julio, right? Let's just talk about Matt real quick, right? So Matt, obviously, he got traded this offseason. All right. A lot of people down here in the city, you know, they, to me, never got over Vic. They never really gave Matt Ryan his just due, or his proper acknowledgement. Yes, we got to the Super Bowl, but obviously we didn't win it. And there was a lot of hardships that took place with Matt Ryan that a lot of people didn't like. But honestly, it was the best thing that the Atlanta Falcons have ever had to date. Matt Ryan was a hell of a quarterback. A lot of people won't give him his just due. You know, but I wish him all the luck in the world in Indianapolis. I think he's going to be good down there. You know, he has a pretty solid offensive line, decent offensive line. That's all you need to keep Matt Ryan in the pocket. Keep him standing up in the pocket, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? He's got a good running back. We know how he's always done down here when he had a good running game. Oh, he's got a hell of a running game now, right? He's got some decent skills players around him. I know he's got Pittman. I think T.Y. is still out there. I'm not really sure. I know he's kind of getting up there. But I think he's got some decent skilled players around him. A decent defense. I think he's going to be all right. But of course, the Falcons felt as if they had to go ahead and let him go and trade him away after word got out that we were one of the ones pursuing Deshaun Watson. All right. And Deshaun Watson wanted to come to us. That's what he said. But hey, the Cleveland Browns cut that check. And then, you know, he was like, well, look, man, I know I want to come down there and everything, but look, man, they said they're going to pay me everything I want. So I'm going to go ahead and rock with them. Can't you blame him, really? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can dig it. They probably paid that man based on the fact that he knew that he was going to go through the legal issues that he had to go through. All right. So, that's probably why a lot of his stuff was guaranteed like that and so forth and so on. But I mean, that's good. Anyway, you know, salute Matt Ryan for the time served down here. We appreciate your service. Well, I appreciate your service, sir. All right, because I'm a Falcon fan first and foremost. I understand we all love Vic, but guess what? All right, and nobody tell Vic to go out there and start fighting them dang on dogs. I mean, he know what type of world we living in. He know how he gonna get judged out here, and he can't do stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, either you're a Falcon fan or you not. Okay, I'm a Falcon fan, you know, and I like Vic, but the Falcon come first. You feel me? So that's kind of just what that is. So anyway, shout out to Matt Ryan, man. Wish the best for you. And you know, I think that we went 7. I think we went 7 and was it 12, 11 last year? Something like that. How many games is it? 17 games in the season now? Yeah. So we went something like that. 6 and 9. So I think that this year, you know, we'll go something like I think that honestly we'll probably come close to winning the same amount of games that we did last year, which is a heck of a lot better than what the national media is giving us. All right, the national media thinks that we probably won't win more than 2 or 3 games. I mean, we do have a tough schedule. You know, that can't be overlooked, that we do have a tough schedule. But I think we're going to do a heck of a lot better than what they think we're going to do. All right? So, you know, we're just going to have to grab our popcorn, sit back and watch and see what happens tomorrow. Now, I do strongly believe that tomorrow we will beat the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, it's a homer pick, but we're going to beat the New Orleans Saints. Not by much. We ain't going to beat up on you too bad. Yeah, I know everybody think you're going to beat up on us, but not me. I think that we'll beat you guys something like maybe 28 to 26. How you like it? Yeah, 28, 26. Yeah. So The Falcons are going to win tomorrow. All right, I know it's not a popular pick. Okay. Yeah, we're going to win tomorrow. And we're going to shock the world. We're going to shock the world. In a number of different facets. All right, real quick. Because I am a fantasy football fan. All right, fantasy football star. All right, I'm going to give you guys a couple of surefire picks that you may want to consider putting in your lineups tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So I want to say, let's see. I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray plays Kansas City tomorrow. I think Kyler Murray heard what they said about him not studying film and doing what he needs to do. He signed a new contract. He feels good. I think he was probably embarrassed enough in the playoffs last year with how things transpired. And I think he's going to show up and show out this particular year. I think that'll be somebody that's going to be a strong week 1 start, or even a strong season long start. All right. So I think that would be a good play. And for someone that everybody probably wouldn't be checking for, that's probably going to have a pretty decent season, I'm going to go with Jacoby Myers for the New England Patriots. Yep. Now, if you play daily fantasy, he's not going to cost you that much, something like that right now. But I think he's going to have a sneaky good season. He's going to have a sneaky good season. Yep. So that's what I would recommend you guys consider putting in your lineup. Now, there's a lot of people that's listening to me that I'm competing against, so I can't give you the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I gave you those 2 nuggets right there. Those 2 nuggets right there. That should help you out tremendously in formulating your lineups. All right, guys. So again, I appreciate you guys listening. And I want you to remember, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And remember that as a man think, you shall become.